Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. ¿Y tú? Well, hello. Alright, guys. No workout video today. My gym is actually closed for remodeling for the next week. So I'm bouncing around gyms and trying to figure out how to fit it all in my schedule properly. Gotta travel a little bit farther distance to get there. Today's video is actually going to be more of a self-help video. Real quick, it's just I always tell you guys about goals. Okay, you need goals. Like, I'm friggin' lost without goals. If I don't have goals, especially you guys can relate with the gym. If you don't have goals when you're working out, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing in there? You're kind of like, you don't know if you should bulk, if you should cut. You don't really have any real aim towards your lifts, your workouts. You're just kind of going with the flow. You're kind of just doing whatever, and you don't really get anywhere. You see people every year. For me, since I'm originally from Boston, so if I go back home, I go to the gym, and I'll see people at my gym back home, and honestly, they look the same, they're lifting the same weights. Nothing has changed for them. Their physiques look exactly the same. Now, I know it takes time to change your body, especially when you hit like your genetic potential. But I'll see people that they don't change at all, and maybe they don't want to change. Maybe they just want to stay the same. Who knows? So maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but in order to change, you need to have goals. One of my favorite quotes was by Jim Rohn, and he actually got it from Earl Schoaf, and it was, if you will change, everything will change for you. So if you're not liking where you are in life, you're not liking your financial situations, if you don't like your body, it's not the outside world that has to change. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't do this, my job, I don't have any time, oh, I have kids, this, that, the other thing. They're always looking for outside excuses. You have to take full responsibility for your life and everything that happens to you. I'd say life is 90% your decisions and 10% other people's decisions somehow domino affecting onto you. But you can decide. Anyways, this helps me a lot, okay? I just got one of these. These are a day planner, all right? Monthly, weekly planner. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, I have an app for that on my phone. Okay, if that works for you, I tried that. That doesn't work for me. I need to see things in my own handwriting. I need to be able to flip. But you need to set up goals for yourself. So on this, you can start out, let's say, for example, you have like important dates. What I like to do, you'll put out, things you should remember, since I don't remember a lot of things. My brain's always going. You put out, important events coming up. So, if there's a surprise coming up on a weekend or you want to go away, you can plan these things. You need to plan these things. You can't be surprised. And I know people think living spontaneous is so cool and so fun, but you're lost. You should be setting a plan. If you don't, person that doesn't plan is planning to fail. Is that right? Something like that. Anyways, another thing you can do if you're dieting, if you're cutting or trying to gain weight, you can, on each day, you set your goal up on whatever date you want to have be a certain weight. Then you're going to figure out your macros, of course, I tell you guys that, and go through each day. On the 3rd, you write down how much you weighed in the morning. The 4th, how much you weighed in the morning. The 5th, how much you weighed, and start looking at your progress. If you're trying to gain weight and you're not, you'll know what to change. You'll be like, listen, it's been 7 days, I haven't gained anything. I'm going to have to up my calories. It's been 7 days, I haven't even lost any weight. I'm going to have to decrease my calories or increase my cardio. It's a good way to keep track. I like seeing it in my handwriting. It makes it very personal to me instead of typing it. I like having it on my desk and flipping it around. Going through everything quickly, looking back on it, and just easy to flip through. Now that could be that for weight and special events. And here's one of the most important ones. When you open up, it'll have days like this. Open up, you should get one like this that has like a list of 12 things on each day. And I think 12 things are more than enough things you want to get done for the day. So, I mean, you can put anything on it. You can put down laundry, grocery shopping, gym, work, some errands you have to run. Just, try to fill out at least 12 things. 12 things is the max. I mean, there's no limit to how many things you can do. But mine comes with 12, so I want to make sure I can try to hit 12. I'd feel good about that. Minimum would probably be 6, half the page, getting certain things done. Now, if you're putting little things on there like taking the dog out, going to the bathroom, like stupid stuff like that, I mean, you should put down things that either improve you, like reading for an hour, getting some sunlight for an hour, laying in the pool or wherever, going tanning, or errands they have to run, things you don't want to do. Some people don't want to go to the gym. It's hard for them. So you can put that down. And then when you go through, check them off. It's actually funny because your brain actually releases dopamine, which is you get a reward system for checking these things off. It's like, if you guys remember, I don't know if some of you are in high school or not, but if you are dreading doing your homework, you're like, fuck, I don't want to do this homework. You're procrastinating. You feel like shit if you don't do it. When everyone's passing in, you didn't do it. You're like, ah. But if you finally get it done, you feel really good for some reason. Like, it's done. Like, yeah, you could say, I feel good because it's done, but why do you feel good that it's done? It's the fact that your brain rewards you for actually doing work. It's amazing. So when you put these little things down and you accomplish them, you get a check mark, you put a little check on it, you actually get a little dopamine rush, and you're like, wow, and you just want to start checking more things off. It's just a way to get things done and to keep your day organized. An even more organized way would do time blocks, from this time to this time I work, this time to this time I go to the gym, this time to this time. But that's a little harder to stick to because there's always that X factor, that mystery hour when there was traffic or when someone just decided to talk to you in the gym or whatever. So I don't necessarily go by exact time blocks. I go by having to get things done. You might get some stuff done faster than others. But, I mean, you can do reading for an hour and try to fit that in, whatever. But this is one of the most important things, I'm telling you, is getting one of these books and start planning your life day by day. Now, on second notebook you should have is this. I use one of these, or you can get a journal. I actually have a leather-bound journal, but the journal is so nice that I don't write in it. I only write down, like, books I've read. I'll write down, like, cliff notes in there, all nice and neat and organized, because I don't want to just have thoughts in there, because it's just so perfect. So I jot down thoughts in here, not like today I didn't feel good or something like that. Like, I just write down, I wrote down some of my other goals. I'm going to tell you a little bit more on goals in a minute. But I write down some, individual goals for, companies. I write down some, I have here, Benjamin Franklin's 13 Virtues. Some notes on some things I listen to and hear about. Just stuff maybe something about eating. I'll take down some notes, and then maybe I'll research it later. Things I hear, just, jot it down. Don't trust your memory. It's nice to write things down so you don't forget about them, so you can go back and look those things up. So these are the two things, okay? Now, going back to goals, all right? What I told you about, the personal planner here, where you have each day, each month, everything. But this is the way you're going to separate some of your goals. Now, you can have long-range goals. These are your life dreams and desires. This is like what you want to do with your life's purpose, or what's your ultimate end game, your life dream, marry, kids, or whatever it is. Maybe no kids. Maybe you just want to be Dan Blazarian, and maybe that's a life goal for you. Maybe you want to be a professional athlete. I don't know. Whatever your long-range goals are, the thing you're working for your whole life, that should be in your long range, obviously. Short-range goals are things that you want to get done now. The planner here is for each month and each day. You can cut these up even smaller. This month, this is my goal. And you write that in the beginning for the whole month. You know what I mean? Maybe the weight. you want to be or something else. And you can split it up into days. It's very little day, like you're just chopping your goals up, and each day is like a brick on a house. Today, I just want to stack 10 bricks, 10 bricks, 10 bricks, but by the end of the month, I want to have 300 bricks stacked. So you can just split everything down. And goals, there's 3 categories of goals. Number one's economic, where it's financial goals. Okay, how much money do I want to make at the end of the year? How much money do I want to make this month? How much money do I want to make today or this week? You can split all these things up. So that's number one. That should be one of the categories on your goals. Number 2 is material things. And you should write down everything because it's fun checking them off. You can write down anything you want. You can be like, I want a new pack of fucking pens. I want a new journal. You write that in your old journal. I want, new pair of shoes this month. You just write down every single thing that you want and set a reasonable time by when you want it, and make sure you read that. Material things, and give it a realistic date on when you want it by. And then the third is probably the most important. It's actually, to me, it's more important than material things or money. However, money is the tool to help you achieve this goal most of the time. So the third category of goals is personal development. I want to finish this course. I want to get my personal training certificate. I want, hit this many reps on my squat, or I want to hit this weight on my squat by the end of the month, or I want to learn a new language by this time, or I want to take this real estate course. I don't know if I said that one. Or I want to take up MMA. Personal development skills, and maybe I want to communicate to people better. Maybe I want to start doing public speaking. Maybe I want to start a YouTube channel. And that could be economic as well, obviously. But it's personal development skills. Basically, you're always improving, and I'm telling you guys, it's insane because I'll be here and I'll be preaching to you and be trying to help you out, but I fall victim to the confusion. I'm like, I don't want to write things down, but it's amazing if you do. If I just get myself to keep doing this stuff, amazing things happen for me all the time. When I'm not dieting properly and my diet's a mess, I feel a mess. I don't feel on point. I feel lost. If you get your diet on point, if you have a goal and you're getting towards that goal, I forget who said it. I remember hearing it from Earl Nightingale, and they said that what success really is how do he word it? I can give you my take on it, pretty much the gist of it. What he said was, what success is the constant attainment of one's personal goal. So every day, working closer and closer to getting to your goal is true success. And once you reach that goal, setting a new one, and then working every day to achieve that goal. And like I said, that can be in anything in life. Financial, could be, personal development, could be, material things, or, physical, anything. But if you take this little bit of advice, you get your 2 notebooks, mainly the planner, you set your days up with things you want to accomplish. It seems like common sense, doesn't it? All of you can be like, yeah, I know, I just write stuff down, that's it. But why doesn't everyone do it? If you go up to someone and be like, oh, let me see your goals for the month. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And be like, well, let me see your goals for the year. I'm like, goals for the year? I'm just trying to pay my bills. They're waking up every day like their goal is just to pay their bills for the day. That doesn't get you too excited. Like, ooh, I can't wait to pay my bills this morning when you wake up, You need to set some goals to improve yourself, if you want to. Now, some people just want to live comfortably mediocre, and that's fine. I have nothing wrong with that. We need people to work at McDonald's. We need people to do the jobs that, I guess, rich people don't want to do. Everyone has their... I'm not trying to diss anyone that works at McDonald's. It's better than not doing anything, and it's better than doing bad things. But what I'm saying is if you don't want more than that, then we need people that don't want more. in some ways. Some people don't want more. It takes a little extra work, but the payoff is huge. If I write down some notes in my notebook, and that's going to get me somewhere better, as long as I obviously take action, I should be rewarded for that. And rewarded by myself. I reward myself. You have to take action. The problem is a lot of people hope. They have so much hope. Like, I hope things get better. I hope things turn around. And it's great to have hope. But poor people have hope. You know what I mean? You have to take action. And that's been an issue with me in my life sometimes, is not taking action. I go on like a snowball effect, and I know I'm not the only one out there. Snowball effect. So if I'm succeeding, I will snowball into constant success. I'm constantly succeeding, right? But so much that anything that gets in my way, I block out. But as soon as I let something get in the way, and I start going down track, it will be like a snowball, start going worse and worse, slacking, procrastinating, starting to get lazy. Your success fuels your other successes, and your failures will fuel other failures if you don't take action and change it. You know what I mean? You get momentum whatever direction you're going. So it's hard to fight that momentum. I understand that. Until one day you get fed up, you're like, hey, I want to change something. So I need to change myself. Like Jim Rohn, everything will change when you change. So hope this has been helpful. I know a lot of you want to see just workout stuff. This is like a personal self-improvement development page. Fitness is obviously one of them. Look, I'm flexing here. My biceps are sore today. I don't know why. I'm about to head to the gym. I haven't even taken pre-workout yet, and I'm chatting it up. But I thought I would help you out because I just got this for me. It's helping me, and I want to get back and help you guys out as well from the things I learned. There will be more videos, of course. There will be more videos like this. I'll have a new book recommendation. I did part 1. I'll have part 2 because there's more than one recommendation there, obviously. I actually need to get some new books. It's been a while. I'm going to have to write it in my planner to make sure I read. And yeah, there will be workout videos. That's part of it. Stay in shape. If you like the video, then press the like button. Subscribe. Leave a comment. I really do read all your comments. I don't reply to them all the time. I'll try my best to reply to as many as possible, but I do read all your comments. Subscribe to me or follow me on Instagram, The Muscle Nerd, and share the video if you like it. But more importantly, I hope you took something from the video, and I hope you get a planner, and I hope you want to make the most out of yourself. And that's it. Take care, guys. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go do back and biceps and get back in shape. I'm just going to start writing down my weight and everything in my journal and or my note planner. And we'll see how this physique changes. All right. See you soon.